a consultation and silk press on the same day. As much as this is a norm within the hairdressing community, this is something that we won't do at Morell's. We believe that doing things to make the hair look good when it's not fully healthy yet is a lie. We want to make sure that the hair is stronger within itself, that we're seeing progress on a regular basis. For instance, things like length retention, thickness retention, less breakage, less dryness, less shedding. And once we see that those things have come to pass, that will let us know that we can do the silk press. Again, styling is not the priority at this salon. Even though we do fantastic styles, what makes those styles amazing is the health of someone's hair in the first place. Our belief is that if we work with a healthy canvas, you don't have to do much manipulation at home because your hair would last. It won't revert in the humidity because it wasn't dry. We've already locked in that moisture. So the first few services, your first 3 services, are literally hair care only. And once we see results, then we can go to the fun stuff like your texturizers, relaxers, keratins, colors, weaves, silk presses. What should I do with my hair at night? This is a great question. So for those of you who aren't wrapping your hair or don't sleep with a silk bonnet or a silk scarf, and when we say silk, it doesn't necessarily mean the material has to be 100% silk. It just has to be a silky material that would refrain from rubbing and taking away the moisture from your hair. Covering your hair at night is a great trick to restore the health, make sure that we've locked in the moisture, that we're not rubbing on our pillows and causing friction, and sleeping on pillows that are cotton or are polyester or man-made materials without a headscarf can add to the existing dryness. We always move about in our sleep, and whilst moving about can cause breakage. So it is best to sleep with something like a silk bonnet or a silk headscarf to protect your hair. For those of you who experience this falling off, maybe use 2. Maybe use a light net on top and then put your headscarf on, so at least your hair is kept in place for the duration of your sleep. Do I have hair treatments while I'm pregnant? Yes, definitely. Our treatments are non-invasive, non-chemical, and they do not interrupt or disturb your pregnancy. If anything, we advise that it's best to care for your hair whilst you are pregnant because the postpartum shedding is real. And if you care for it in the beginning, it means that if you do have that shedding after your birth, it wouldn't be as bad if there was no hair care beforehand. So if anything, while you're pregnant is the best time to start your hair care journey if you haven't already done so. My hair is damaged, will it grow back? So one thing about hair is it will grow back if the follicle is alive. And what I mean by that is if you haven't severed the vein that is behind the ball of the follicle, then we can definitely help to restore and grow back your hair. But the moment there's some balding, we cannot grow back hair when the follicle is severed from the vein. In these cases, we will say maybe look at more surgery if that's what you wanted to do, more of the medical end, as the traction alopecia or alopecia is quite drastic, but we don't want to mislead you into thinking that we grow bald patches back. What we do is strengthen the hair that is growing. So if you've got specks of hair growing out of those shiny areas or those areas that are very thin and not as full as maybe the back or the middle, whatever it is, we can restore the hair that is actually growing and make that stronger. So it's easier to disguise those areas that are balding or thinning or just overall the density is no longer there. Our aftercare products, our Morell's treatments, are not as strong as our salon treatments. They are more of a watered down version of what we do in the salon because we can't give you concentrated products that will possibly cause too much protein or too much moisture. So for those of you who maybe have bought the home treatment, they don't replace the Morell's treatment, but what they do is they're stronger than your average conditioners. So they will give you more moisture, more protein than your regular shop bought stuff, but not as much as the salon professional care. So for those of you who want to have your Morell's treatments at home, we would suggest seeing us every 3 months to have a top-up treatment and a trim to ensure that whatever you're doing at home is regulated and also managed within the salon as well. So you're getting both aftercare with our home treatments and also salon care with our professional treatments in-house at Morell's.